Welcome to Timebeat Breaking News channel. Here are our breaking news today.
1. As a result of COVID-19, Japan's economy slumps back into decline. 2. Died because of the COVID-19 vaccine, the fate of those who still exist.
COVID-19. As a result of COVID-19, Japan's economy slumps back into decline. Japan's economy shrank more than expected in the first quarter as a slow vaccine rollout and new COVID-19 infections hit spending on items such as dining out and clothes, raising concerns the country will lag others emerging from the pandemic. Capital spending decreased unexpectedly, and export growth slowed considerably, indicating that the world's third-largest economy is looking for a way out of its funk. Yoshimasa Maruyama, chief market economist at SMBC Nikko Securities said, "Consumption will probably remain stagnant, raising risks of an economic contraction in the current quarter." The economy shrank an annualized 5.1% in the first quarter, more than the forecast 4.6% contraction and following an 11.6% jump in the previous quarter. The decline was mainly due to a 1.4% drop in private consumption as the state of emergency curbs to combat the pandemic hit spending for clothing and dining out. Domestic demand knocked 1.1 percentage point off gross domestic product, GDP, while net exports shaved off 0.2 points, the data showed. That domestic demand is weak shows the adverse effects from the coronavirus haven't been shaken off at all, said Takeshi Minami, chief economist at Norinchukin Research Institute. The Bank of Japan seems to be out of fresh policy stimulus ideas currently. The export-driven recovery came to a standstill as consumption took a hit from a spike in new virus strains that forced the government to reimpose curbs just 10 weeks before the Tokyo Olympic Games.
COVID-19. Died because of the COVID-19 vaccine, the fate of those who still exist. The daughter of an Alberta woman who died from unusual blood clots after receiving a dose of the AstraZeneca vaccine still has little resources, as information about a promised federal vaccine injury coverage fund is still scarce. Jordan Stonehouse, 19 years old, lost her father to a brain aneurysm 2 years ago and her mother Lisa to blood clots after receiving an AstraZeneca vaccine, a disorder known as vaccine-induced thrombotic thrombocytopenia, VITT. Stonehouse, who is studying to be a nurse, has experienced a lot of sadness and worry as a result of her family loss, especially about how she would be able to financially support herself without her mother. She is 19 years old, and I had no idea how expensive life is, and it had a sucker punch on her. The federal government launched a pan-Canadian no-fault vaccine injury support program, VISP, in December 2020 to assist citizens in Stonehouse's situation. However, 6 months later, after more than 18.5 million vaccines have been distributed, there is still little information about the program. The Office of Health Minister Patty Hajdu said in a statement that more information will be released in the coming weeks, but that the program will be retroactive. The government has not provided any further information about the payout scheme, including when it will be available for Canadians to file claims, who will manage the program, and whether individuals with VITT will be eligible to apply.
Thank you for watching. We help you stay up to date all the news hourly. Please subscribe our channel to follow up the latest one.